Well, we could talk about Harry Potter. I just finished reading the first book to my 5-year-old, and it was a lot of flashback memories. But let's talk song. Today we are going to continue listening to Benson Boone's album American Heart. It's time for track number 6. It's called Momma Song, and I want to get valuable songwriting learnings out of it. So without further ado, let's get going. Let's find key first. Bum, bum. I feel F major. Sorry, I keep hiding the keyboard. So this is what I was doing. F major. Certainly F major, because we introduce the 3 essential chords of the F major scale, which are the F major, the C major, the B flat major, and then we go back to the C. So we've got a 1-5-4-1 progression. 1-5-4-5 progression. Interesting melody thing in the piano, because not always are there chord notes. Really interesting. So it's I like this very much, because this actually turns it into an A minor with C and bass instead of a C major chord, or it's the 6th of the chord, could also be. Certainly something juicy and not so conventional. Here it's clearer that it's a 6-5 thing. Really interesting melody. Sweet. Mama, I'm missing home. If Benson Boone says Mama, we have to talk about Bohemian Rhapsody a little bit. I liked his performance. That's all I can say. This guy has got courage. And the voice. California's getting cold and cold. Interesting reharm alternative to what we heard in the intro. So this is certainly the verse, okay? With a melody that starts after the downbeat. So we've got Mama, I'm missing home. I'm just kind of floating free here in terms of melody. And California gets colder. But now he doesn't go back to the C, but stays on the F, because the lyrics are and colder, which is why he doesn't want to kind of change chords, because it's colder and colder and colder. Right? And cold, and cold. I mean, he even has got something like passing chords. In that case, I think F with A and bass, that kind of adds to that repetitive thing with colder and colder. Mama, I'm missing home, and California's getting colder and colder and colder, which is something that California doesn't tend to do, right? So maybe it's just a metaphor for homesickness. I don't think it has ever been cold in California. I've never been. I miss you. I miss you is a transition from first verse half to second verse half. So it's kind of a pickup thing to the first chord, but something that we haven't heard in the first verse. Does that mean you're getting older? And older, and older. Okay, so that is becoming a harmonic hook. Okay, and always on those repetitive lines, colder and colder and colder, and this time around older and older and older. Sweet.
Nothing to be sorry about. I'm so proud
Nice chord.
of all you've done.
He's got all the cliche chords and I love them all. So this is certainly a very, very powerful pre-chorus with new chord progression.
I miss you, Mama, don't you know?
I think the pre-chorus is D minor with C and bass. Then we go to G major, which is a modal interchange because G major is the 2 major of the F major scale. And then we go to B flat major, so the 4 chord. In terms of chord scale degrees, we would talk about 6 minor with 5 and bass, 2 major, with the 3 and bass with the 3rd of the chord, and then 4. We've got that cool chromatic movement from C over B, something that is not in the F major scale, to B flat. Really, really cool. It's got an Adele vibe to it because I think Adele also likes doing that. Also likes doing that 6 minor to 6 minor with 5 and bass thing.
Mama, don't you know? There's nothing to be sorry about.
Mama, don't you know? Right? This here becoming, of course, the bass note and also the 7 of the minor chord.
Mama, don't. There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm so proud.
So
There's nothing to be sorry.
Sorry bound. So it doesn't really highlight the B, probably because it would make it too strange. I don't know. What I like in the lyrics is there's nothing to be sorry about. I'm so proud of all you've done. So another cool internal rhyme here. And I think that he will now take us to a chorus.
I'm so proud of all you've done.
It's all you've done. Yes, I think they do 4 to 4 minor, right? Could also be. I don't know. Certainly creating a dominant feel on the 4 chord, which is something that you can achieve with a 4 minor modal interchange.
Me down your old street. Tell me your memories of when you were young.
It's an Adele song. Written by Benson Boone. Certainly an Adele song. Which doesn't have to be bad.
Take me down your old street.
He's certainly not afraid of leaps in the melody, right? So we've got a melody that spans an octave. Again, doing that A on the C major chord.
Tell me your memories of when you were young.
That seems to be an Adele thing, right? So an almost pentatonic on very flavored chords.
And when you fell in love.
And when you fell in love.
Drive me through the country. Tell me your story.
We haven't talked about chord progression. It's a variation of that 1-5-4 thing because we now have a 2 minor thing, I believe.
Take me down your old street. Tell me your memories of when you were young.
So 1-5-2 minor 4.
'Cause I'm gonna need this.
Okay, very, very long chorus. I expect 4 progressions of that sort, and it's a very slow song, which is why now he thinks about melodic variations the 3rd time around.
'Cause I'm gonna need this, all that I've got left.
Post-chorus with the 4th chorus progression. Interesting.
Lately it's getting hard,
And then verse number 2.
and everything I am is because of you. I'm a man.
So again, we had that 4-4 minor feel, and the lyrics are simple but emotional, and something that gives me goosebumps. Lately it's getting hard. I've started looking like my father, and it makes me cry a little bit, because he really should have made it big, because damn, he's good at everything, and everything I am is because of you. I'm a man because of you. And so verse number 1 about his mother, apparently verse number 2 about his father, and it's just a thank you song.
Tell me your memories of when you were young.
I like this.
All of your favorite songs.
Now, variation.
'Cause I'm gonna need this, all that I've got left.
Really, really interesting string hook.
All that I've got left.
I think is what they play. They play a pentatonic scale. Really, really cool secondary melody. Something that adds nostalgia, but also keeps things interesting until the end. And something short and tiny that is probably more an intro or transition to the next song than something that is considered a part of Momma Song, which is what I have just finished listening to. Momma Song, I'm sure we can take away valuable songwriting learnings. Songwriting learning number 1 is a prosody trick. So if you've got lyrics that talk about colder and colder and colder, or older and older and older, so if it's something that kind of continues developing, it's maybe a good idea to not change chords. So remember that the original idea of the chord progression was a 1-5-4-5 thing that they changed once we hear this colder and colder and colder thing, where he just stays on the 4 chord until the chord progression ends. So in that case, the prosodic element is that the chords don't change when it's about something that gets worse and worse or colder and colder. So something that you should definitely consider when writing chords to words, or the other way around, that they kind of have to do with each other, something that they did quite professionally here. Songwriting learning number 2 is about writing a ballad in the style of Adele. Apparently, and this is something that I've learned with Benson Boone, so it's an Adele learning, but an Adele learning that Benson Boone gave me. Those powerful chorus melodies that Adele and Benson Boone both are able to pull off apparently have a lot to do with pentatonic elements. So if we've got this...
Tell me your memories of when.
Then this is clearly a pentatonic line, right? So maybe it's that earthy, I don't know, hearty thing that it's not overcomplicated, but instead relies on pentatonic lines majorly. So this is something that is definitely worth analyzing more. I might just listen to a couple of Adele songs and find out if that is actually the thing, that she uses pentatonic scales, something very simple on the surface, but that apparently is able to convey very universal emotions. And songwriting learning number 3 has also to do with the pentatonic scale, but this time is related to the secondary hook that the strings provide at the end. This. So it's a double learning. First, coming back to the pentatonic thing, something that is very universal and very identifiable, and apparently can still be very useful and intricate, so it doesn't have to sound simplistic. It can also sound almost angel-like. Second half of the learning is about the importance of secondary hooks in general. So if you've got a line or a melody part that leaves a lot of space, like this All That I Got Left,
All that I've got left.
so it's almost a 2-bar rest between the phrases, then it makes sense to think of melodic lines that melody instruments can take over or can establish to kind of fill the gaps and make it still more interesting. So this was my reaction on the fly analysis of Benson Boone's Momma Song. If you liked the video, please make sure to give me the thumbs up, to subscribe to the Let's Talk Song channel, and to leave friendly comments. Please also take a look at the almost but not quite complete guide to songwriting, available at spectreacademy.net if you want to take your songwriting to the next level. I guess we've talked song, you can talk about Harry Potter now. Bye bye!